Hello everyone, it's me again, Anderson West, and welcome back to my channel, Films by AW. For you guys who this is your first time coming to the channel, I'm a shooting director based in Stoke-on-Trent in the UK. Today, we're in a fantastic location, Fenton Town Hall in Stoke-on-Trent, and we're using it here today to do some camera tests. My friend, Mark Kachevsky, or you guys might know him as Help I'm a Nerd, has come down here today to give me a hand. We've got this guy here. This is one I've been keeping my eye on. This is the Kinefinity Mavo LF Mark II. My friends at Pro AV have lent me the camera for a couple of weeks and I've been able to shoot some stuff on it, get my head around it, look at the system.
And I'm going to be talking more about the Mavo LF Mark II in a review coming up next week, or it'll be already up depending on when you see this video. Pro AV also kindly lent us a full set of DZO Vespid Retro primes, which we'll be using on this test. I'll also be doing a full review on these, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified when these videos come online.
I want to look at some image tests. You know, how do the image of this camera compare to a Red Komodo? That should be a really good, interesting comparison. And the Komodo, which is very similar shape, price range. I'm saying that again and again, because again, as filmmakers, that's what we should be concerned with. You're not necessarily your brand of your camera, but like how much bang you can get for your buck and whether this is a better option or a more suitable option. Again, I'm not here to say which one's better. I just want you guys to have a look and you make the own determination for yourself. So we're now gonna start our test. So in here, we got this lovely, lovely ballroom. You can see natural light coming in from these nice large windows. You know, the floor is brown, you got light reflecting everywhere. But what we're gonna do with this test is just showing how these cameras perform in natural light. A lot of the time you don't have the ability to set up lights. You gotta get in the location and you gotta make the most of it and how it looks. With this, we're just trying to make the most of the natural light here. We got these lovely windows, putting pools of light in. And we've got a little scene here with Drew and Maddie, and then we're gonna after light it. And we're gonna talk about what the difference is, how these cameras we feel they perform, and yeah, take it from there. See you on the other side, guys. So we're shooting this first bit on the Red Komodo on, I think it's 25 mil. We're on shooting 6K full sensor, 16:9. Sorry, I don't know if that's a full sensor. Don't kill me, Red users.
Nope.
Yeah, you know, what I really like about the Red camera, how they built it now. It's much smaller. You know, the Scarlet, the Epic. They were beasts, weren't they? They were. So now that we have this like much smaller form factor, we wish they could still fit internal ND. That's my big bugbear with all the cameras we're using, except for the FX6 today. Where's the internal ND? Put it in. But anyways, we're gonna start shooting. Mark, you want me to roll on this?
You know what? Go ahead.
I'm operating.
Go ahead.
I'm operating. This is a joint
Doesn't
channel
matter
video.
who presses record.
Video.
You can press record.
Okay, should we do it together? Go away, Stu.
Let's do it together. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So, okay, 3, 2, and action.
One thing to note with these tests, we are not doing any extensive color grading. This test is about how quickly you can get your cameras to have a look that you're happy with. So I'm just applying the basic LUTs that are widely available.
So this may not be the most scientific way of doing this, but I'm just gonna match the Komodo's settings, T56 and at ISO 800. The ISO 800 is the native ISO of this camera anyway for the bottom ISO. It's got a dual ISO system. We've jumped onto the 35 on this camera so we can match the field of view of the 25. It'll still be a little bit wider because these can shoot open gate. I'm gonna shoot 16:9 because as much as I wanna shoot open gate, we've gotta match the look. So I'm gonna shoot in this, which is a really easy way to just change the menus on this, and you'll be seeing that on screen now. Switching that so I can go to crop from 35 and go out to full frame, or I can go down to 16:9. That's another really good thing about this camera. You can go to multiple formats. I think being able to shoot 4K S35 on the same sensor is such a useful thing. It's almost like you have two cameras in one. I'm gonna try that, see how that looks, and go from there.
For the Kinefinity, the log curve is very similar to that of the Alexa and Almira and Alexa Mini. So you can apply the LUTs that are made for Alexa onto Kinefinity footage for both the Mavo LF and S35.
So this is about as tricky a lighting condition as you can have. You know, we're shooting to a window these lovely ladies are looking towards us, so their face is in shadow, and this is where every camera's dynamic range is put to the absolute test. So not the most scientific way, but you might find yourself in situations like this in a location and you just, without lights, and yeah, it can be challenging. I don't expect this to look perfect because this is about as challenging as it can be without lights, yeah.
Another interesting feature of the Kinefinity that we weren't able to test was the ability to choose where your dynamic range is by choosing either highlight priority or shadow priority. I didn't use that on this test, but next time I shoot with this camera, I'm going to. One thing to note is that internally the Komodo does shoot RAW, which I'm sure you all are aware of, so that does give it more of an advantage in the grade. But the Kinefinity shoots up to ProRes 444 XQ, which also gives a lot of flexibility. So for this part of the test, we're actually using lights to help balance some of the exposure within the ballroom. We used the Aperture 600D Pro through a soft frost for a key light with an Aperture 300X as a hair light just to help consistency as the sun went in and out. Okay, now for the blind camera test. Let's see if you can see which camera is which, and I've also put in a mystery third camera to see if you can guess which camera that is. Thank you again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the test, the camera test that we've done. Me and Mark are going to be talking more about the test in detail on our Help I'm a Camera Nerd podcast. We're going to talk about what we found, what was our findings, what we thought, our opinions about which camera we thought we enjoyed the most. And you could, again, if you're already subscribed to our Help I'm a Camera Nerd podcast, you could click on this link. You can watch episode. We're on episode 15. This will be 16, this next episode. So please, we got some really interesting guests, really interesting topics. I'm sure you'll enjoy hearing us blabber on about film tech. But until next time, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, guys, stay shooting. Here's a link to Help I'm a Nerd's camera comparison video, so you can see the other camera we tested on the day.